Welcome back to Decon Nation, everybody. Today looks a little bit different. So this is my 2021 Entegra Vision XL motorhome. I haven't washed it in a few months. It sits behind my office, so it's definitely time. It's got a lot of black streaking and dirty. So the interesting thing will be, I usually don't foam it, and I'm gonna try that today. So I've got 2 extra foam cannons set up. I've got 3 total. I've got 1 for the wheels I'm gonna use, and then 2 for the actual motorhome. And I'll probably have to do it in sections. I'll probably have to do this side, finish it, turn it around to the other side, because I don't have any room here to do it. So we'll talk along the way for it. Should be a fun day. So let's get at it. I've still got my regular Obsessed Garage pressure washer set up. The main reason for washing it at the house today is I keep it behind my office. And as I mentioned, I own an insurance agency here in town. And when I built the office there, I put a slab in the back with hookups to keep my camper at the time or this motorhome. And I just don't have the pressure washer set up. It's just a hose and nothing else. So I figured it'd be easier with all my supplies here and everything. So I brought it home. I really can't use my cart to sit on because of the curb, so I'll just squat into it for today. So let's see how this works. I'm just gonna rinse it first, and then I am gonna foam this, so we'll check that out. Now I normally use my 40-degree nozzle, but I have my 25-degree nozzle on today just because of the height, maybe to get a little bit extra reach on it, and I'm not going to be very close, so it shouldn't hurt anything. So these wheels are aluminum. I'm not sure how they're going to work with the Adams wheel and tire cleaner, but we'll find out. Hopefully it doesn't stain them or anything like that. All right, so I'm going to pop off this. So you can see I got the nozzle with the quick connect there. And I've got the Adams wheel and tire cleaner in this Adams foam can. This is like a $20, maybe I think I got it on sale for like 15 bucks, this foam can. And so I have no idea how good it is or if it works, but I put the wheel and tire cleaner straight in there, maybe just a couple of ounces of water. So kind of the opposite of a normal foam for the wash. And it's just more to give it a shot. So let's just see what it looks like. Not bad. It's not quite as thick as the MTM foam can. If this is, straight on there. So I'm just putting my quick connect nozzle back on, and I've got my wheel bucket ready. I might just sit it right there. Using the Tough Guard or Easy Shine. I forgot what it's. Tough Guard wheel brush. Tough Shine. Working pretty good. I can see it's kind of turning brown already, but these wheels are really dirty. I've got like 5,500 miles on it. It's a 2021. I've had it 11 months. So, but I haven't used it in 8 months. So we were using it some. Then the hurricane down here hit August 29th, and we had actually evacuated in this to Houston. And I came back and was just swamped with claims with work for homeowners, so I haven't used it since. Took it to the dealer once just for some couple little warranty, like knick-knack cleaning things. This is an Adams microfiber wheel brush. This actually might work pretty well in here. And the wheels aren't that filthy, just a little haze on them, kinda. Just clean right around the lugs. Let's rinse it off. Okay, move this. I would say that worked pretty well. You know, the foam cannon actually worked a little better than I expected. I didn't expect too much. And these were filthy. So, and the wheels are really clean. Look good. Actually got some shine to them now. You might be able to see. So, all right. So I'm gonna do the other wheels like normal in my videos. I'm not gonna film that part. Just spot checking, but yeah, these are pretty clean. Worked really well. So I'll do the other 4 wheels, and then we'll come back and get to rinsing and foaming the entire thing, which should be interesting, to say the least. All right, wheels are done, so it's time to rinse and foam. This should be interesting. I'm going to show you a couple things I have. So I have my normal MTM foam cannon set up that we'll use first, and I figure I would run out of this pretty quickly trying to foam this whole thing. So I have this old Adams foam cannon that I haven't used in years, and I hated it from day one. That's why I've never used it again. So, but I didn't have a good pressure washer set up. Now I do. So I'm kind of curious to try it and just see what it's like, if it's worth anything. I might have paid 60 to 80 bucks for this like 7-8 years ago. So it's been a long time. Then I also have this Adams brush and this giant pole. So this is pretty soft. I think it's called their truck brush. I've been having that for a good while. And I've got this pole off of Amazon, but it extends pretty far, so I shouldn't have any problem reaching. So we're gonna use these 2. I actually have 2 wash buckets set up with extra soap, just because I have no idea how much I'm gonna use. So let's rinse it and then get to foaming. All right, so I've got my 25-degree nozzle set up just to reach. I can reach okay. The challenge to wash one of these is, you know, the drying process. So if you had a spotless, like a CR spotless rinse, that would be ideal, because you could just rinse it down after, walk away, which is essentially what I do anyway, but not with good spotless water. So the soap I'm using, I have no idea if it's going to foam well or work well. It's a gallon of Chemical Guys wash and wax, and you know, it's nothing I would ever use on my car. It may foam terrible, but I just have it mainly for this, just to give it some shine, and I could walk away. So I'm kind of gonna have to do this side, stop, do the front, stop, do the rear, stop, and turn it around and do the other side. I think that's gonna be my process. So I've had this 11 months. This is my 6th RV. I've had 2 travel trailers, 2 fifth wheels, and 2 motorhomes. And my last motorhome was a diesel Newmar, which was pretty awesome. It was 2016. We were much more into it back then. You know, I had gone through a divorce, like I said in a previous video. So I had sold it. You know, it just was too much money at the time. And then when I was able to get back in, I got a travel trailer and then upgraded to this a year ago. But the thing is, you know, my kids were always younger. We used it more. Now, it's like, man, my daughter's in dance competitions. My sons are in football, and one's trying out the drums and tennis. And it's so much going on. I don't even know when we would use it. Like this summer coming up, we have one vacation plan with them just because of time and schedule, and that's to go to Orange Beach Golf Tours area, Alabama. That's one of our favorite spots, is Orange Beach. And besides, I mean, we're not going to go in the RV. We have a condo with my parents, like a 3-bedroom condo. And I don't know when else I would use it, because I have 2 other trips planned for work this summer. But I do enjoy it. It allows us to bring the dogs and everyone. But you know, it's a big expense just for sitting and being parked. So, I'll tell you what, let's try the Adams foam cannon first. And let's just give it a whirl. This thing might be terrible. And the soap could not be too good either. That could be part of it. It's actually working all right. It's getting all over me. And the wind is horrible. I might need more than 2 foam cannons. Might need 2 per side. So I'm convinced, more so than the foam cannon, you know, the MTM is just my favorite foam cannon. I'm convinced more so than the foam cannon that it's your pressure washer setup is the reason that you get or do not get good foam. Come all the way across the top here. And I did put a bit of extra. I feel like there was a good amount of foam. I mean, a good amount of soap in there, maybe a little more than normal. It's easily taking this whole bottle to do this side. Almost out. That's it. So let me get the next one. Yeah, so I'll probably need 4 full foam cannons to do this. Oh. Yeah, I feel like the MTM's a little smoother. Foam's a little more. But nothing wrong with that Adams one. I'm gonna kind of give it another little light overpass. It's probably so dirty. All right, let me put my wand back on for rinsing after. And now this thing has never been coated or anything like that. I did wipe half of it with a spray. One time, like the bottom half, which it might have done a little bit, but not a whole lot. All right, let me get my 2 wash buckets. So I've got my traditional wash bucket, and I've got an empty, clean Harbor Freight bucket that I added some soap in as well. Let's get those going a little bit. They had settled some. And then I've got my rinse bucket. And the good thing is it's kind of a little shady side, so I kind of got lucky on that. See, I've kind of got a little shade, which is good. I'm gonna block the whole mailman, know that. I just hope it scrubs good. So look, we enjoy this thing. I would say my wife somewhat enjoys it, but you know, for her, the important thing is always a kitchen. You know, she's very particular about her food. She was personal trainer, certified nutritionist. So she's always particular about where her food is, where she'll get her food. So with this having the kitchen, that surely helps. And then we have 2 dogs. We have a golden retriever. We have a French bulldog. And it's always, you know, where do we keep them? What do we do with them whenever we go anywhere? That's the challenge. This allows that, you know. That's been the benefit of it. The only big trip we took is we went to Tampa, Florida, and Orlando last summer with the kids, last July. Then hadn't used it again, the hurricane hit, and hadn't used it at all, unfortunately. Trying to see if I can kind of get the only bad part may be, you know, rinsing. I don't want this stuff to dry on there. So this kind of a learn as we go, because you may have to foam half, wash half. And I didn't do the bottom section yet. Mailman's about to pass, and I'm not making his life easy. I'm blocking the whole mailbox. I'm gonna have to grab that from him. This brush and pull is pretty nice. Works pretty well. So this is a gas motorhome, Class A gas. For those of you that don't know, my dad's always been in motorhomes, and that's kind of how I got some interest. Grew up going places with him, mainly when I played golf through college, and in the summer I would do this collegiate tour, and every week we had a tournament somewhere, and he would follow me around in that. So that allowed us to kind of go on tour, so to speak. It's in 2021, Ford came out with this new chassis and engine. So it's a 7.3 liter. I think the code name is Godzilla V8. And you'd be surprised it does pretty well. I think it's like 353 horsepower-ish. It's in that neighborhood. 450 plus pounds of torque. Can tow 5,000 pounds. So I have it. All right, guys, a little delay there. My battery died on the camera, and I'm not sure exactly when it cut out, but the soap was starting to dry on it, so I had to rinse it really quick. But the good part about that, it allowed me to see there's a couple of spots missed. I can kind of tell. It's just, it either dried or it's hard to tell with this brush. Sometimes in this color, it's hard to tell if or where you missed. So just kind of give it a basic little check down if there's any little streaks. And I think the key is to rinse it while it's still wet. And some of these black streaks on RVs, if you've ever been around one, they're just tough to get off. You almost need another type of spray and wipe to get it off. So let's just kind of spot check here. you know, as soon as that soap started drying, it's full of dirt as well, and it's like, and it immediately started marking up the side. So I was trying to get it off just as fast as possible. I see a little piece here. So let me rinse. This chemical guy's wash and wax didn't work too bad. This whole camper is fiberglass, kind of gel coated. I guess not really painted, it's gel coated. And it almost seems like there's no great soap for it, whether it really cleans. They all work about the same. The only way to truly get it would be to come with some type of spray wipe after. Like I said, that would be I mean, you could do that. That'd be a serious job that I just don't have time for today. That's one side completely washed and rinsed. Now I need to dry some kind of way. So here's my best idea. Stubby nozzle that I use for the car is not going to work, but I do have these Ego gutter attachments to clean the gutters that screw on. So this should be interesting, and it might work well. I've never used this before. I've got up to 4. So let's see, 2. And 2 might get me there, but I've got 3 out, why not? I don't need 4, so the 4th one would be really long. And then what it comes with at the end is like a little curved end, and the curved end is to, you know, point down in your gutters and clean them out. Actually works all right. So now we're gonna dry. How about that? I'm gonna have to reduce the audio or cut it out because this thing's so loud with the gutter attachment on it. It's not perfect. I'm deaf after this thing. I've seen some guys use ear protection. With this, you probably need it. So it's not perfectly dry, but it's pretty good. Considering, and it was kind of drying already, but it's got some nice little shine. I mean, it looks cleaner than before. Not bad. Okay guys, that's a wrap for today on cleaning the 2021 Entegra Vision XL 34G. So again, if I hadn't said, the reason I'm cleaning it is I'm going to list it for sale. It's kind of just like the car market right now. You know, the cars are going crazy. You've seen me have the first M3, make a profit on it. I've done that for 6 or 7 vehicles recently. This, if I can make some money on it and it's just sitting and it's costing, you know, a whole lot just sitting there parked every month, then I figured, why not? You know, these things are hard to come by right now, so maybe harder than vehicles, and produce less of them. So I'm going to list it. We'll see what happens, but just something a little different, just for a quick video, and just in case you found it interesting. So again, lots of comments that I've responded to lately, and I really appreciate all the feedback or questions that you have. Stick around. Got some more things coming. Thanks for watching.